Hey cavemen, Miss Apezteguia here today to share a message of persistence and dependability, the first and last letters of PROUD. We're going to start by listening to a message from Clayton Young, a member of the U.S. Olympic team who ran the marathon in the Paris Olympics this summer. Clayton made this video after he ran the race. He's a member of AFHS, an alum, and was one of my former BC Calculus students.
What's up, Clayton Young here. I just finished the Paris Marathon here at the Olympics. I took 9th place. Thrilled to be here. Paris has been super fun to embrace. The people are so kind, and it's like the only place I've flown international. Really cool. For those of you that don't know, I ran at American Fork High School. You can find a really terrible image of me actually in your gym with a mustache running for BYU. But I loved my time at American Fork High School. A lot of life lessons learned there. Enjoy it. I did want to share with you guys briefly just kind of what got me here. And it really is just a lot of hard work day in and day out. It's a lot of little things compounding over days and days and months and years. And it doesn't have to be anything extraordinary. You just have to be consistent. And one of my coaches, Ed Eyestone, he's a 2-time Olympian. He talks a lot about being consistent. And he says that as you are consistently competent, you will be eventually excellent. And so I challenge you guys to be consistent. And I love the word competent because it means that you're, not hitting home runs every day. You're just hitting base hits. So practicing your French every day, reviewing vocabulary, practicing with a friend, that will make it easier. And then I love that the second half of the phrase is eventual excellence. And there's just no promise of time. When I learned my second language of Spanish, it took a long time. I'm a little rusty now, but I've been able to interact with so many people here in France from other countries, a lot of people from Bolivia, Spain, and it's been a big blessing to me. And so I encourage you to keep practicing because it's worth it. And the interactions that you'll have with people in the future in French will be priceless. People are so thrilled when you can speak a second language with them, and it makes a big difference. So that's my words of advice. Once again, proud to be a caveman, and see you when I see ya. Ciao.
Right now, many of you are working on your grades. Some of you have consistently worked with your teacher, doing your homework, practicing throughout the quarter to show evidence of your learning and understanding. And now you might just be finalizing the last few things in the quarter. Others of you have not been persistent, and now you have more work to do to achieve the learning you desire. Clayton shared that his coach talked about being consistently competent, which eventually leads to excellence. He did not say excellence comes from short bursts of competence. If you've not been consistent, you may not reach the learning outcome you want right now. The important thing is to finish this quarter and start the next quarter with a new goal. That new goal is to be consistent. Coming to class prepared each day, attempting all of the in-class and out-of-class practice your teacher has prepared to help you learn and demonstrate your understanding, doing all of the little things day in and day out. You're not working to be perfect, you're working to get better. Did you hear Clayton mention there's no promise of time? So for some of us, things are going to come faster than others. This is normal and expected. Clayton shared an example of learning a language, but this example works in all aspects of life. He shared learning a language requires daily practice, learning your vocabulary, practicing with a friend, and so on. The work you do now will pay off later. Clayton mentioned that his Spanish was rusty, but came back to him. His knowledge of a second language allowed him to have priceless experiences, connections with people from around the world. These connections and interactions made a big difference for him, and they can for you too. These are things that you can recall in the future. So take the time, set your goal, and be persistent and dependable.